Allrecipes member who goes by Javaroo gives us this recipe for pumpkin spice cupcakes and notes. This hearty pumpkin cupcake with a cinnamon cream cheese frosting is good in the fall or any other time of year. Begin by preheating your oven to 375 degrees. And grease or line 24 muffin cups with paper muffin liners. This recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup of softened butter, 2 eggs, and an 8-ounce package of cream cheese at room temperature, so be sure to take these out of the refrigerator an hour or so ahead. Sift together the dry ingredients. 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, half a teaspoon of ground cloves, half a teaspoon of ground allspice, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of baking soda. Sift the dry ingredients together. Set them aside. Then, into a large bowl, add half a cup of softened butter. A cup of white sugar. And 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. Beat these ingredients with an electric mixer until the mixture is light and fluffy and noticeably lighter in color. Add 2 room temperature eggs, 1 at a time, allowing the first egg to blend into the butter mixture before adding the second egg. Then, mix in 3/4 of a cup of milk. And then mix in a cup of pumpkin puree. Mix in the dry ingredients until they're just incorporated. Put the batter into the prepared muffin cups. A great way to do this without making a big mess is to use an ice cream scoop or a pastry bag. Bake the cupcakes in the preheated oven for about 25 minutes. Until they're golden and the tops spring back when lightly pressed. Allow the cupcakes to cool in the pans for 5 minutes before transferring them to a wire rack to cool completely. While the cupcakes are cooling, make the cinnamon cream cheese frosting. Into a large bowl, with an 8-ounce package of softened cream cheese, add 1/4 of a cup of softened butter. And beat these with an electric mixer until the mixture is smooth. Beat in 3 cups of confectioner's sugar, a little at a time until the sugar is fully incorporated. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And beat the frosting until it's fluffy. Once the cupcakes are completely cool, frost them with the cream cheese frosting. An Allrecipes member who goes by Hail the Chef comments, "Great recipe. I used a whole can of pumpkin pie mix instead of just a cup. They were very moist and full of pumpkin flavor. Next time, I will add a cup of crumbled pumpkin seeds to give it a bit of a crunch."